All right, this stuff blows my mind. It really does. And even though we're in it a lot, it's still super impressive, which is awesome. Here's a stat for you, right? So I like my stats for those of you who know me. 14%, right? So that's how much time sales and customer service reps spend on average replying to really simple, easy questions on email, right? Not on phone, nothing else, just email, right? So that's 14% of their time you spend on that, right? So here's one of the solutions, which is awesome, right? And so we've set up ultimately an email chat bot, for want of a better word, right? So I've just sent this really vague inquiry saying, hey, I'd like to inquire. This is to Conquest, right? So sorry, back to them. I skipped that part. Commercial equipment, cleaning equipment, right? So floors in particular, like scrubbers and sweepers for car parks and shopping malls and airports and all that sort of jazz, right? So just really big warehouses, big equipment, right? So I've just sent him a really quick email saying, hi, I'd like to inquire. And then it obviously comes back asking some really good clarification questions, right? So it's gone into the ether, come back with more qualification questions required to make sure it can spit out what it's doing and how it's doing. And I've left a bit of time so you can actually see, right? So we sent this email 11:02, and literally we're averaging about 45 seconds, right? It's replied with these core questions, which once again, whilst you can automate some of that sort of stuff, it still takes a couple of minutes of your sales rep's time to do all that sort of stuff. But it also, the core thing about this is a couple of hours will have passed, right, before they kind of get to this inquiry, right? So let's reply to it to let it know what we're after. We're after floor sweeper. It's just for short term. We want it for next weekend. It's to clean it's asking me what sort of facility and size. So we're going to clean my car park. But it's going to be a big car park. So it's about 4,000 square meters. I have no idea what size car park that is, which is fine. And it can pull all my names from, obviously, if I have a signature, but just this email address doesn't have a signature in it. So it's asking me for it, which is Ben Hirons at Due North. Let's just at Due North. My phone number is 0412448194, and email is ben@duenorth.com.au. And actually, we'll just use this email, so we won't worry with that, right? And so we've provided all its answers, and we send this off, right? So obviously in the back end, we've built some things that are obviously important for the next steps. But obviously it's going to receive this email and then decide, well, what do I do with that, right? So there's obviously needs to select type of equipment it's needed. So we've obviously given an overview of what they're looking for, and then obviously in the back end there's a product matrix saying obviously type of facility, size of facility, etc. And it starts to formulate what's going to be the most applicable product available to that. And depending on how far it gets through this sort of inquiry post, it's also going to start to formulate some pricing mechanisms. It might need a bit more detail in terms of what it can do on that sort of front. So ultimately, we've kind of built the back end to be able to handle all of those sort of inquiries as they come through, right? So it's quite an impressive steps in the process, right? But it's also, in this day and age, it's relatively quick and easy, right? So this sort of thing 3 to 5 years ago would have cost you $500,000 or $1 million to build. This now you can build it in 3, 4, 5 weeks. It might cost you 10 to 15 grand, and literally it's going to save you $100,000 plus every year on costs of what you're doing and how you're doing it. But not to mention it frees up time, right? So bang, it's already come back to me, right? That's how quick this is, right? So that's great. It's just confirming all the details to make sure I get the right machine for you, right? So it needs that next level of clarification based on this car park that I've given it, right? Which is, mate, once again, it's smart, right? It's asking me, do I want gas or electric powered? And ultimately, I don't know what the difference is, but I can certainly ask that and it'll reply with it within seconds. And then, are we after delivery to site, or do we want to pick up? Is this a one-off clean, or do you want it on a recurring basis, right? So they're good logical questions coming back through the mix, right? So So let's provide the answers and see what it gets us, right? So the floor, it's polished concrete. I'm going to just shortcut all this so you get the gist right, obviously. And you're most welcome to have a play around with these, right? So I'll provide all the things. It's just dust and debris that we want to clean off it, which is great. It's just the weekend, but we do need it delivered on Friday and picked up Monday because we're going to need it for the whole weekend. Gas is fine. Electric's no. Let's go electric. Let's change the world with being environmentally conscious. Electric, please, and yes to delivery, and only one off. Best email address is this one, which is just one of our generic ones from work, google@duenorth.com.au. And then once again, right, so that's given it everything it needs. Pick some typos it doesn't care about, picks them all up, so that's fine. And it's given it everything it needs to go away and do its job, right? So now it knows it's been able to calculate the exact specific machine I need out of this, I think there's 30 or 40 different machines for it to choose from based on requirements. There's a fairly extensive pricing matrix in the back end of so obviously shorter term day, if you only want it for a day or two, it's more expensive. You want it for a week, it's cheaper. Want it for a month, it's even cheaper again. So it can calculate, if I need it for 9 days and I'm going to do the weekly rate divided by 7 times 9 for the days. Can automatically calculate delivery, once again, based on where it's at. There's the ability to integrate it relatively simple into backend, so it can actually check availability on the spot. And yeah, so ultimately from here, right, you can actually automate a lot of what they do and how they do it. And it's, once again, the beauty of technology is today, it's actually not hard. It's not rocket science to do. So it's still going away and doing its thing. But it's just fascinating how simple. I think there's a lot of work in it, so don't get me wrong. This is not easy stuff, but the outcome to a business is astronomical, right? So it's already come back, right? So perfect. That makes sense. Just obviously needs a bit more detail of where it's going to. Which I'll provide. So it's going to Malvern in Melbourne, and it's an email address is Google at duenorth.com.au. No. And boom, right? It's come back. Tells us exactly what it is. What the pricing is, so up to areas. Deliveries Friday the 15th, pick up Monday the 18th. Is this something you'd like to go ahead with? No, it's not. I need to do it now, right? So, coming through. So let's lock it in. It's purely one-off. And let's lock in, please, and through a quote. Send that away. Off and running. And once again, that goes away. It's going to calculate everything, checks and balances to make sure it's all correct. And then in about 25 to 30 seconds, it's going to come back with a quote for us, all automated. And boom, there it is. Right, brilliant, locked in. The hire team's going to come shortly. Send an overview of it, and it should, there it is there, right? So here's our quote, obviously all on letterhead, total amounts, it's calculated 4-day hire because it's drop off on Monday and Friday, delivery, collection, damage waiver, all instantaneous, all automated, right? So you can just see the power of doing this and how quickly it can do it all, right, is just immense. So literally from go to away, and it was, remember, it was 10 minutes. It's flown through all of this. It's good communications. It keeps you adjust. You can actually shorten this and extend it depending on how quickly we want to do things. But yeah, just once again, it's a game changer, right? So mate, 14% of people's times much better spent on bigger ticket items or building better relationships or whatever it may be, right? So it's just this technology that's here now. It's coming faster. You want an email bot, a web chat bot, and a voice bot, which I'm going to demonstrate next. They are awesome, right? They are game changers for business in improving efficiencies. But once again, that'll drive revenue, right? That'll actually increase revenue because it's a much better customer experience. It's quicker, it's faster, it's easier. It follows every single step of the process. It doesn't skip anything. It doesn't make assumptions. So yeah, it really is a game changer that all businesses need to get on.